Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And today we're going to be looking at The Nowhere Emporium by Ross Mackenzie.
Oh, yeah?
It's a book that's got magic and mystery and adventure all rolled into one.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a whole bunch of reviews and some educational materials on the book that we're going to be looking at to try and get to the bottom of this one.
Yeah, should be interesting.
So I guess the first thing to say is that we're talking about a book about a magical shop that kind of appears in random cities.
Right.
And it's full of these unbelievable objects and wonders, but there's a price to pay to get in.
That's right.
So we're going to be meeting Daniel, a lonely orphan who finds a bit of magic in the Emporium.
Okay.
And we'll also be uncovering the secrets of the shopkeeper.
Oh, right. Mr. Silver.
Yeah, Mr. Silver, exactly.
That's quite a character, isn't he?
Yeah, very mysterious.
Yeah.
It should be a really good deep dive.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
Well, one of the things that really stood out to me straight away was how the Emporium is described. You know, it's not just like a shop. It's like this whole other world.
Yeah.
You know?
How
Like imagine just walking down the street and you come across this unassuming shop.
Yeah.
And you hear these rumors and whispers of all these crazy things that are inside.
Yeah, like impossible things.
Yeah. And then you realize that to actually get into the shop, you might have to give up something really precious to you.
Oh, wow.
That's the hook of the book straight away, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's like,
It draws you right in.
yeah, and it makes me think about that whole idea of getting lost in a book.
Yes.
You know, like we always talk about that, but in this book, it's like it takes on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, you really do lose yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like what are you willing to give up to experience these wonders?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. And speaking of losing yourself,
Okay.
we should talk about Daniel Holmes.
Oh, yeah, Daniel.
This poor kid, you know, he's an orphan. He gets bullied.
Yeah, his life's pretty tough.
Yeah. And he just desperately wants something more, you know?
Yeah, he wants something extraordinary.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then he finds the Emporium, and it's not just an escape for him. You know, it's like he's being invited to this world
Right.
where he can discover his true potential.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. And I think it's really interesting how Mackenzie makes him such a relatable character, you know?
I think so, too.
Like he's so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I think anyone who's ever felt a bit lost or out of place can really identify with him,
Definitely.
you know? And then all of a sudden he meets Mr. Silver,
Oh, yeah.
this magical mentor figure.
He's a strange one.
He is really strange.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems kind of like a typical wise mentor, you know, on the surface.
Yes.
He's powerful, he's kind, but there's also all this mystery surrounding him.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot we don't know about him.
Exactly. And Mackenzie doesn't just let him be this perfect guide, you know?
Right.
Like he clearly has a past.
A dark past.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, what did he have to give up to get his magic?
That's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah. It's almost like the book is saying that even in this world of wonder and magic,
Yeah.
there are still consequences.
Right.
You know, there's still tough choices that need to be made.
Yeah, nothing comes for free.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's that book, isn't there?
oh, the Book of Wonders,
The Book of Wonders, yeah.
and which is clearly connected to Mr. Silver's power somehow.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It feels a bit like that Chekhov's gun thing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like you just know it's going to be important later on.
You know it's going to come back.
Yeah. But it also makes you think about where magic comes from,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, is it something you're born with or is it something you can acquire?
Yeah. Can you learn it or is it just in you?
Yeah. Or can you even steal it?
Yeah,
You know?
that's interesting.
Yeah. So we've got this magical emporium.
Right.
We've got Daniel, who's this vulnerable kid who wants to learn magic. We've got Mr. Silver, this mysterious mentor.
Yeah.
And then Mackenzie throws in another character,
Oh, yeah. Ellie.
Ellie, Mr. Silver's daughter.
Yes. She's interesting, isn't she?
She's such an interesting character.
Yeah, because she's got everything, you know?
She's got all this magic and wonder around her.
Yeah, but she wants to leave.
Exactly. She wants to experience the ordinary world.
The grass is always greener, right?
Totally. It's like she's got this amazing life that anyone would dream of.
Yeah.
But all she wants is what she doesn't have.
Yeah. It's funny how that works, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And it
Yeah.
makes you think, you know,
Yeah.
maybe true magic is about appreciating what you already have.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Even if it seems a bit mundane.
Yeah.
And it also adds another layer to Mr. Silver's character, too.
It does.
You know, you can see how much he loves his daughter,
Oh, he definitely does.
but he's also really overprotective of her.
Maybe because of his past.
Yeah, maybe because of what he went through.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes their relationship so much more complex.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and it also sets up some really interesting conflicts later on.
Oh, yeah. Especially when Vindictus Sharp enters the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, Vindictus Sharp.
Yeah, the antagonist.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's a piece of work.
Yeah, he's the opposite of Mr. Silver in a lot of ways.
Totally.
Cruel and sinister.
Greedy.
Yeah, he just wants power.
Yeah, and he wants that book.
Yeah, he wants the Book of Wonders.
And control of the Emporium.
Yeah, he's a scary guy.
Yeah, but what I find really interesting is
What's that?
Mackenzie hints at this past connection between him and Mr. Silver.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like something happened between them that turned Sharp into the villain he is.
Oh, wow.
So it makes you wonder,
yeah,
is he purely evil or was he just shaped by his experiences?
that's a big question, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's that whole nature versus nurture debate. Like, are
Okay.
we born bad or do we become bad?
Yeah, that's something to think about for sure.
Definitely.
And speaking of interesting characters,
Okay.
we've got this whole cast of characters who live in the Emporium alongside Daniel and Mr. Silver and Ellie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you've got these circus performers,
Yeah.
Anja the snake charmer.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, and even Sharp's daughter, Michelle.
Right.
They all kind of add to this rich tapestry of the magical world that Mackenzie has created.
They do. It's like a whole community in there.
Yeah, and it's that sense of community that makes the Emporium feel so special.
Oh, for sure.
You know, it's like they're all a family.
Yeah. A found family for a lot of them.
Totally. And that becomes even more important when the Emporium is threatened.
Yeah, when things start to go wrong.
Yeah, because then it's not just about saving this magical place,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
It's about protecting the people who call it home.
Yeah, that's what raises the stakes.
Exactly. And that's where the real adventure begins. But we'll have to talk about that in the next part of our deep dive.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
Okay.
All right, see you next time.
See ya.
Okay, so last time we were talking about how there was this feeling like something bad was going to happen.
Right. Yeah, like a calm before the storm.
Totally. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Silver vanishes.
Poof. Gone.
Yeah. Just
What?
like that. And the Emporium starts losing its magic.
Like it's dying.
Yeah, exactly. It's really sad.
Yeah, and I think that's where Mackenzie really does a good job of connecting the plot to what's going on with the characters.
What do you mean?
Well, when Mr. Silver disappears, it's not just that something bad has happened. It's like everyone has to deal with their own stuff, too.
Like their own fears and insecurities.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Daniel has to become the hero.
Right.
Ellie has to face the fact that her dad might be gone and that her home might be destroyed.
Yeah.
And even Sharp has to figure out what he really wants.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It's like Mr. Silver going missing forces everyone to grow up a bit.
Right, exactly.
And it makes the whole theme of courage really important.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you see Daniel, this kid who started out so scared,
Right.
and he actually starts using the Book of Wonders to fight back against Sharp.
Yeah, he's not messing around.
No, he's not. And it's not just about learning magic, you know.
Right.
He's learning to believe in himself.
Yeah, he's finding his inner strength.
Totally. And I think that's a really powerful message for kids.
For everyone, really.
Yeah, like no matter how small or scared you feel.
You have the power to change things.
Exactly.
You can face your fears and fight for what you believe in.
Yeah, and it's not just about physical courage either.
Right.
It's about being kind and compassionate even when things are tough.
Yeah, that's real courage.
Definitely. And it's not just Daniel who's brave.
Oh, yeah, what about Ellie?
Yeah, she chooses to stay and fight for the Emporium.
Even though she wanted to leave.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She could have just run off to the ordinary world.
But she stayed to help her friends and her dad.
Yeah, and that's a different kind of courage.
Yeah, but it's just as important.
I agree. And you know what else I found really interesting?
What's that?
The way Mackenzie deals with life and death.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't shy away from the big questions.
No, he doesn't. And he does it in such a thoughtful way.
Yeah, he makes you really think about it.
Yeah, like the way the Emporium's magic fades.
Yeah.
It's almost like a metaphor for getting older.
Or for things changing and passing away.
Right. And it reminds us that nothing lasts forever.
Here.
But there's also beauty in that, you know.
Yeah, like even in loss, there's something new that can begin.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to appreciate every moment.
Definitely.
You know, like cherish the time you have with the people you love.
Yeah, that's so important.
And speaking of love,
Okay.
I love how Mackenzie shows all these different kinds of love.
Oh, me too.
Like the love between Mr. Silver and Ellie.
Yeah, which is complicated but so strong.
And then the friendship between Daniel and Ellie.
Yeah, they really care about each other.
Yeah. It's so sweet and genuine. And it just shows that love can be found anywhere.
Yeah, in the most unexpected places.
Totally. And it can be so many different things.
Yeah, it's a powerful force.
Yeah. And let's not forget the love of stories
Oh, yeah.
and the love of imagination.
That's what the whole Emporium is about, really.
It is. Yeah. It's like this celebration of creativity and possibility.
Yeah, like anything is possible if you can imagine it.
Exactly. It makes you wonder, you know,
What's that?
What if we all had a Nowhere Emporium in our lives?
Oh, wow.
Like a place we could go to escape and explore our imaginations.
Yeah, and discover our hidden strengths.
I love that idea.
Me too.
And maybe that's what the price of entry really is.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's not something we have to give up, it's something we have to find within ourselves.
Like the courage to dream and believe.
Exactly.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And maybe that's the real magic of the Nowhere Emporium.
It's not just about the wonders inside.
Right. It's about the wonder that's already inside of us.
Beautifully said.
Thanks. So we've talked about courage and love and life and death and imagination.
Yeah.
But there's one more thing we need to talk about before we finish up.
Oh, yeah.
The mystery of Mr. Silver's past.
Yeah, what happened to that guy?
Right? Like, where did he go? And what secrets is he hiding?
I know, it's a real cliffhanger.
Yeah. And it makes you realize that you can't understand the present without understanding the past.
Yeah, like everything is connected.
Totally.
Yeah.
And when we finally learn about Mr. Silver's history,
Okay.
it's like this whole other story unfolds.
Yeah, full of twists and turns.
We learn about his loves and losses and betrayals.
Yeah, and ultimately, his redemption.
Yeah, it's like peeling back the layers of an onion.
I love that analogy.
And it's in those last few chapters, you know, when everything comes together.
Right.
You see how brilliant Mackenzie's storytelling really is.
Yeah, he ties everything together perfectly.
The adventure, the characters, the themes, it all makes sense.
Yeah, and it's so emotionally satisfying.
Totally.
Yeah.
But even though the mystery is solved,
Right.
you're still left with this sense of wonder.
Like the magic is still there.
Yeah, like you've stepped out of the Emporium and back into the real world.
But you see the world differently now.
Yeah, you appreciate the magic that's all around you.
I love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've been talking about all this stuff about the Emporium. I keep thinking about that question.
What question?
That question we talked about at the beginning, you know.
Oh, about the price of entry.
Yeah, what would I pay to go to the Nowhere Emporium?
Yeah, that's a good one.
It seems like such a simple question, but it really gets to the core of what the book is all about.
It does, doesn't it?
Like, it makes you think about what you really value.
Yeah, and what you're willing to sacrifice.
Exactly.
And I think that's something everyone can relate to.
So
we all have those things, you know?
Yeah, like dreams and goals.
Yeah, and experiences we want to have.
Right, but what are we actually willing to give up to get those things?
Yeah, that's the real question.
It's like this constant struggle.
Between what we want and what it costs.
Totally. Like, we all want the magic and the adventure.
Yeah, but are we prepared to pay the price?
And sometimes that price isn't something obvious, you know?
Right. Like, it's not always about money or possessions.
Yeah. Sometimes it's about facing your fears.
Or being vulnerable.
Or even admitting things about ourselves that we don't want to admit.
Yeah, those are the hardest things to give up sometimes.
Totally. And that's why I think The Nowhere Emporium is such a great book.
It is, yeah.
It's not just about escaping into this magical world, you know? It's about looking inside yourself.
Yeah, and asking those tough questions.
Exactly. Like, what am I really made of?
And what am I willing to do to get what I want?
Yeah. And it also reminds us that sometimes
Okay.
the most magical things are the ordinary things,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Like the everyday moments we share with people.
Yeah. And the simple joys that we often forget about.
That's so true.
So yeah, as we wrap up this deep dive into the Nowhere Emporium,
Right.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
keep looking for the magic in your own life.
Yeah, it's out there.
It might be hiding in plain sight, you know,
Totally.
just waiting for you to discover it.
I like that.
And remember,
Okay.
let your imagination run wild
Yeah, don't be afraid to dream.
and never stop believing in the extraordinary,
Even when the world feels ordinary.
because you never know.
But,
You might just hear the Nowhere Emporium calling your name.
ooh.
I love it.
All right, that's it for this deep dive.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening, everybody.